Yes, guys, quick video how to dominate 2024 and make it your bitch. This is going to be a full guide on what to do with your physique, what to do with your mindset. Because the truth is, I'm at a point right now with my physique where I'm very fucking happy and my mindset is at its strongest. And I feel like I've got a lot to share here. So if anyone's struggling and wants a little kick up the arse at the start of the year, this is what you need to watch. First, let's go through some basic rules. And I think a lot of people misunderstand this, and I want to explain this. Understand this one thing and you'll get further than most people. It all starts with the body, the physique. It's not about looks and everything like that. You should focus your attention on building your body. Building your body by constant exercise, nutrition, focusing on creating a healthy vessel to carry out your daily activities. So what this does is it cultivates a trait of discipline by training every single day, pushing yourself through hard things, running, training, whatever it is. You build your mind, because what happens is you learn to do things regardless of how you feel, because you're not going to want to go to the gym every day. But the person who goes to the gym regardless of how they feel builds a trait of willpower and resilience within themselves that shows you can do anything when times are hard, which means when times become easy, you can do it regardless. And that's how you destroy any competition or do whatever you want to do. So I believe it's more than just looks and what you are perceived as. It builds your mind. And if you can build a strong mindset, then you can really start to shape your reality. You change your perspective on life. And I think that all comes with doing hard shit. I'm fortunate because I've understood this from a young age, and I've seen it with, friends and stuff. I remember when we were doing exams, for example, I'd always put in the work in the gym rather than just, getting those extra hours of revision, because I understand that by doing hard shit, getting that dopamine release from the gym or training, I can think better. And as a result, I do better work. So I always recommend to do something hard in the morning, a nice run, a bit of cardio, because it sets you up for the day. You feel on top of the world, you think clearer, you're on a different energy level, and you just fucking get shit done at a higher rate than others. It's a productivity hack and it's a life hack. So understand that one thing if you're going to do anything this year. Focus on your body. It always comes first. You only get one body, and that's what matters. Then to focus on 2024, we want some goals. It's a good quote here. Without goals and plans to reach them, you're like a ship that has set sail with no destination. It's so true. You know what you want. You just need to write it out and literally look at what you want. If you want the car, you want the house, you want the girl, whatever, fucking write it down, look at it, figure out what it is. Write exactly what you want, with no limitations. If you want to make 1 million, fucking put that down. And then reverse engineer what you need to do. It might take a while, but you can put in steps to do it. You can make £1,000, you can make £2,000, and you keep going, you keep going. Once you have that, you then want to write 5 to 10 personal and business goals. So personal can be anything to do with the gym, anything about improving your life, and then business goals. Because realistically, if you're going to make more money, it needs to be done through work or through business. So work out how much money you want to make this year. What do you want to do that's going to make you X amount of money? And put that all on paper. Nothing beats a little bit of old-fashioned pen and paper, put a little checkbox and give it a nice tick at the end of the year when you've done it. Now you have your goals. You can then set weekly goals, daily goals to work on that. That's simple. You now have a very clear plan of what you need to do. And all you have to do is work towards it every single day. Be consistent, be resilient, and drown out the noise. Don't talk too much. Stay in your lane. Don't listen to people. I think one good trait I have is I don't really listen to people. I listen to people who are better than me and people I want to learn from. I absorb the information. But I think a lot of people want what's best for you, which is great, but they don't know what's best for you. Only you know what's best for you because you have the vision, which is why you can't really talk to people about your goals, because they might not understand. And then if you don't have a strong mindset, you might get thrown off the path and, doubting yourself, which is the worst thing you can do. You're playing against yourself here. So drown out the noise, stay in your lane, put in the work every single day, stack those wins, do that 365 days a year, and you will get far. Physique. So we talked about at the start, building your body. It starts in the gym. I don't care what anyone says. If the best thing you can do in your life is go to the gym, it's so true. Not just about looks, that's a benefit in my opinion, but I think the best thing is about building your mindset. If you build the habit of exercising every single day, a non-negotiable, you will always feel good. If you feel good, you get more done. So the best way I would do it is to do 4 days bodybuilding. We can't train every single day because it's not good for muscle growth, unfortunately. So get your 4 days in, and then the days off, do 2 days cardio. We can't ever miss a day of exercise because it's necessary. The body's made to move and you feel better for doing it. So do your 2 days cardio, and then I do recommend some rest. So I say Don't do any gym, don't do any cardio, but still be active. Go for a long walk. I like to go for a long walk with no phone, 1 hour, and just think sometimes. It's really, really good. Do it on a Sunday, change your life. Eat according to your goals. So, done loads of videos on this. We've talked about what your goals potentially are. If you want to gain muscle, you need to be in a surplus. If you want to lose fat, you need to be in a deficit. So, understand that, track the calories, eat good, healthy food, and work towards that every single day. Keep it all clean. You are what you eat, so don't eat shit. If you eat McDonald's every day, you are going to feel shit because it's all full of trans fats and processed food that's designed to make you feel shit. Eat healthy food because you know what happens when you eat healthy food. When you eat good fruit, veg, lean protein, you feel good. And if you can feel good, you work better. It's a slippery, not a slippery slope, it's a fucking domino effect. It helps your life. Next, 4 litres water daily. Buy one of these 2 litre bottles and then drink it twice. It removes the friction aspect. If you have one of those small 500 milliliter bottles, you're going to have to fill it up 8 times to get 4 litres. Everyone goes, oh, it's so difficult to get 4 litres. Well, it's not with this because you drink one when you work and you drink one at the gym. Done. If you're hydrated, you feel better, you're healthier, you think better. That really important. And on top of that, get enough protein. Obviously, that's going to help you build more muscle. It's going to help you feel better and you're going to be more full over time. So if you're ever on a deficit, you're going to lose weight easier because you're not going to have many cravings because of the protein. So in terms of physique, that's what I'd recommend. Next, we have sleep. A lot of guys ask me, what's the best supplement? What's the best thing I can do to grow muscle? And you have it at your disposal. It's sleep. A lot of people sacrifice it because they want to watch Netflix or fuck around in the evenings. Prioritize one thing if you can this year, and it's sleep 8.5 hours. I say 8.5 because in order to get 8, you will spend around half an hour, 45 minutes awake. So always add on an extra half an hour. Do that every single day and your cognitive function will improve, your muscle growth will improve, your testosterone will be boosted. It's one small change, but goes a very, very long way. So do whatever you can to optimize your sleep. I'd recommend stopping caffeine after 2 because caffeine has a very long half-life. If you drink a coffee at 4, it will be in your system by 1 a.m. and you will find it hard to sleep. A good rule of thumb is go to bed by 11, up by 7. If you're working a 9 to 5, that should work with you. If you run a business or at uni, it's a good habit to do. Nothing really good happens after 11, all right? It's not productive. If you want to watch Netflix, start watching it at 7 and finish at 11 or whatever it is. Just don't be up past 11. Get that right and your testosterone will be boosted. If your testosterone is boosted, then you will grow more muscle and you will lose more fat. You will feel better. You'll be more competitive. You will fucking dominate. It's what you want. To improve your testosterone, sleep, as we talked about, really, really important. But also look at your diet. So we've been told this live that red meat is bad for you. It is if you eat shit and your cholesterol is high. However, for the average person, more steak is going to be really good for you because it's high in natural fats, just like eggs, that really, really help boost your testosterone. And it will help with your muscle building ability. And realistically, improved testosterone levels will just make you feel like a better person. You'll be more competitive. You'll have more energy. You'll want to do more. It's so good for you. It also comes from natural food. Processed foods have a lot of high trans fats, which are made to destroy your testosterone levels. They plummet it. Stuff like seed oils, you know all of this stuff, right? Don't have it. Keep everything natural. Get rid of the powders. Get rid of all the processed chicken slices and stuff like this. It's not great for you. Vitamin D3, really, really important one. If you're in a hot country, then you should be okay, but it's also good to take. If you're in the UK where we don't get much sunlight, this is a must. It massively improves your muscle growth, massively improves your testosterone. Do that with the food, the sleep, and lift heavy, and you will improve your testosterone massively. There's one more thing, less drinking. Now, I know we don't all do that. We all like a pint. However, it's just one to understand. Drinking does destroy testosterone, so if you can limit it, by all means do so. It will help you massively. You also get a lot more done because if you spend a lot of time hungover, you're not going to want to do shit and it destroys momentum. Momentum is key. We want to do things every single day, regardless of how we feel, and want to do it with speed, urgency, and if you feel shit, then it's not going to help you. I'm in a fortunate position where I can do things regardless of how I feel. However, that might not be the case for you. So don't shoot yourself in the foot by being hungover fucking twice a week. It's not good. Now, I said this at the start, challenge yourself, do hard shit. So building the body builds the mind builds the reality. And I think it all comes from doing hard shit. I learned this by running. I ran a marathon because I didn't want to do it. Once I did it, I felt fucking amazing. My legs really hurt. I still do. but it's one for the books, and it's really improved my self-confidence. I know I can pretty much do anything because I did a fucking marathon with no training. So step one, get into running. Guarantee you'll love it. You'll fall in love with the runner's high, because what you do is you suffer for 20 minutes. It's hard. Eventually you become to enjoy it. Listen to some good music, try and just run slow to start with, and you will feel amazing after. You'll realize it's a superpower, because once you do that run, especially if you do it in the morning, you're in a whole different mental state. Work becomes easier. It's easier to talk to people. You can get stuff done much better than someone who isn't active. I think the biggest mistake you can make is prioritizing work and not prioritizing your body. They go hand in hand. The work needs to be done in terms of fitness in the mornings, and then the work after that becomes very easy. You got to pay yourself first, as they say. As a result, you can do more than anyone. I guarantee you, it's a superpower. I know it wastes time if you look at it that way, but think of it this way. 1 hour of work after a hard activity such as running is equals like 4 hours of work without doing that. It's more productive. You're on a higher energy level. You just feel better. It's a general cheat code that you can use with life, and it will just teach you why putting yourself through hard shit is a superpower. You just have to do it. So yeah, if you can figure that out, you'll get ahead really quickly. It's one lesson I've learned in life that is just fucking fundamental. Do hard shit and life becomes easy. It's so true. After that, when it comes to your mindset, I would say move with speed, urgency. You don't have long in life, so just fucking grab everything, do it quickly. Don't waste time on things that don't help you. Try and make everything productive. Everything must have a little return on investment. So I don't play PS4 or anything anymore because there is no fucking return on investment. If I'm going to be watching some sort of YouTube while I'm eating my dinner or I'm doing something, try and make it productive. Don't be watching fucking FIFA videos or something like that. Watch something like a vlog of a guy who's somewhere where you want to be, because you can learn something. Even if you're relaxing and just watching that video, you're learning something from someone who's ahead of you. And you start to think like this, and you start to move with speed and urgency. Everything you do is productive, and you keep doing this and stacking it, you'll win. There's a little calculation I did the other day. If you do 365 times 24, it works out as around 8,000 hours in a year. It doesn't sound like a lot, does it? And think about how much you spend sleeping. You spend 8 hours, that's a third, 2.4, whatever. You only get around 6,000 hours in the year. 6,000. It's not a lot. So do the maths. Stop wasting time and just get shit done. If you've got a good idea, a business idea, something you've always wanted to do, just act. Get started. Stop thinking about it. Stop planning. Start doing it. The path lights up as you walk it, as they say. Don't just think about stuff. Don't talk about it. Don't listen to people who say it won't work. Just do things. And then if it doesn't work in the end, so be it. You'll figure it out on the way. Just start doing things and figure it out. Move with speed. If you do things quickly, you will get ahead very, very quick. One really good way to do this is just to think more. Okay, I've just fucking butchered that. That should not say think more, do less. That should say do more, think less. Very sorry. Overthinking is a killer. For most people who are pretty smart, you will tend to overthink because you try and be calculated and you try and think of, the risk mitigation strategies. What if I do this and what goes wrong? And I think that's how the brain is wired. It's there to kind of protect you. It's why when you go to the gym, you always come up with an excuse beforehand to say, okay, maybe I shouldn't go here. Maybe I shouldn't do this run. You need to train your brain to not listen to that and just do more about thinking. Start thinking after you've done something, and you'll always realize, oh, it was actually bullshit. And you start to realize that habit, you do it for 30 days. You will then have cultivated the mindset of doing more and thinking less. I really should probably change that. Sorry. It's a fucking game changer, doing more and thinking less. Just don't think, just do it. That's the number one thing I could take away from this. Just honestly, overthinking, it's a fucking killer. It destroys everything when it comes to productivity. It helps you procrastinate. It's not good. So make sure you eliminate that by just doing more. If you can get more done, then it doesn't matter how many hours are in a day, because you can just do more than anyone else. That's the way I like to think about it. Next, I'd say is get yourself the 5-minute journal. You can buy it on Amazon. It's right here. Oh, hello. There we go. And write a power list every day. So the 5-minute journal tells you 3 things you're grateful for and 3 needle-moving tasks you need to do. If you can do this every single morning, you write 3 things you're grateful for, you become really appreciative of life. It's very hard to be miserable because you understand what do you have, what are the good things I have in my life, such as my ability to walk every day, my ability to wake up and do what I want to do, family and friends downstairs or whatever it is. Once you realize you have the fundamentals, a roof over your head, clean water, clean food, you don't really feel miserable all the time because you understand you have blessings in your life. And then once you start to think like that and you're on that wavelength, it becomes really, really easy to attract and get new things because you're living in a state of abundance as opposed to scarcity. If you always think about the things you don't have, it becomes very difficult to attract and bring new things into your life. So starting the day with 3 things you're grateful for and thinking, shit, what would happen if these were taken away from me? It's just a great way to start the day. If you can do that 365 days in a year, it really does stack up. Again, 3 needle moving tasks. So you just write 3 things. What are the best things I can do today to move the needle, to get better every day? How can I beat the person I was yesterday? And you write those 3 tasks and you do those 3 tasks. If you complete those 3 and you review that at the end of the day, you win the day. If you win enough days, you win the month. If you win the months, you win the year. Very, very simple. That's a really good habit. If you don't do that, you don't really have direction in the day. It's very easy to do loads of things and not feel productive because you haven't set out what you wanted to achieve in a day. If you set out what you want to achieve and you do those things, you're going to feel really good. And if you do that every single day, it starts to stack up. It's a great habit I would recommend. Next is to learn every day. Listen to podcasts while you're working. If you're doing a task that doesn't require much mental energy, again, goes back to ROI, return on investment. Try and listen to something that's going to help you in the background. You might not listen to everything and understand everything, but you'll definitely take away one thing. And if you can take away one thing every single day, you learn 365 things a year and you can implement that in your life. Podcasts are great because people who are at a higher level than you will tell you all the secrets. And if you have an open mind and you absorb that information, you can almost get ahead of them. You can take everything they know, use it to your advantage and cultivate a new self. It's the same with reading. I have a fucking life hack here, right? No one wants to sit down and waste time reading. However, instead of being on the toilet and going on fucking TikTok or playing chess or doing whatever you do, put a book next to it and read 10 pages a day. You'll start to get new ideas, you'll learn more, you become more interesting, you talk about more things, and you start to take action and implement these things in your life. If you don't learn something every day, you don't really get better. So, if you want to get better every single day, it starts with training, lifting more, getting better in the physical department, and then also learning more. If you can learn something new every day, you get better every day. Very, very simple. The next thing I want to explain here is understanding that doing nothing 100%, 1,000,000% guarantees nothing. If you do nothing, you will get nowhere. So let's say you want to make money. If you keep thinking about money and you keep planning stuff, but you do nothing, nothing will come change and you will get disheartened, you won't make money. However, if you just start doing something, if it's an idea, it might be a stupid idea. If you just start doing it, there's a chance it might work. If you start calling 100 people a day to sell a business idea or have it, whatever, one of those people are going to fucking buy. But if you don't call anyone, you're guaranteeing nothing. So what I want you to understand is doing something is always better than nothing. When I started my business, I think in the first month, sent about like 2,000, 3,000 messages to everyone I knew, trying to sell kind of my coaching and even offering for free. I got the basis of my clients off that. And from there, it was a bit of a snowball effect. If I didn't send those messages because I felt self-conscious or I didn't want to, I was wondering what they might think of me, I probably would have got nothing. In fact, no, I 100% would have got nothing. However, out of those messages, I got X amount of clients, and that all came from doing something. So always be doing something that can push you forward. Just remember that one thing. Nothing guarantees nothing, but something could guarantee something in the future. So always do something. There's always something you can do. Last one, take action. Fuck the day. Do not let it fuck you. Don't let the hours go by thinking and planning. Start doing stuff. It comes back to what I said here at the start. You know what your goals are now because you've written them out. You know what you need to do to get X goal. So start implementing action. Every single day, do things. Think less, do more. Not that fucking stupid saying I wrote there. Sorry. Take action. Don't think and just go, go, go. Every single day. Move quick. Doesn't matter if it's not the perfect day. As long as you do something over and over again for a prolonged period of time, you will win. For example, I'm posting a YouTube video every single day for this year. Now, I believe these videos are good quality, but let's say they aren't good quality, okay? If I do that for 365 days, I guarantee you I will be at a different position to where I am now by next year. So, what I'm trying to say is, don't look too far into the future. Don't think about the end result. Just focus on the inputs. What can you do today to get better? If you can do that every single day and you keep doing that and you keep stacking that, then you will get ahead. Don't try and get so far ahead. Just try and take it one day at a time. Action, action, action. Keep winning the day. Keep winning the day. Do that every single day, 24 hours at a time, and you win. And it all comes down to this great saying: "Fuck the day. Do not let it fuck you." Every time you see an hour go by, think, right, what have I done in that hour? Have I destroyed those 60 minutes? Have I got the most out of it? If you haven't, get yourself a timer. The Pomodoro timer works wonders. 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And then just fucking go to war during those 25 minutes and just work productively. You'll find that by doing more, you can always do more. So it comes back to that saying, walk the path and then it lights up on the way. Don't think, don't plan. I used to do this all the time. It was one of my biggest mistakes. I always planned where I wanted to be. And I think it is really good to understand where you're going, like the goal setting we talked about, but that should take you 1 hour at most. And that's it. You don't want to do the old saying paralysis by analysis, always thinking about the things you're going to do, talking about the things you're going to do, but never doing. If you can take one thing from this video, take action and move with speed, urgency, because you only have 8,000 hours in a year. You don't have that long, 16 hours in a day. Fucking destroy it. If you do that, you do that consistently, you'll win. Doesn't matter about how productive your day is. It just matters that you do this over a consistent period. And if you can just build these habits and cultivate it every single day, you will win. That's pretty much everything I can give. I think I've jotted down everything that just came to my mind, but I hope that helped. That's kind of what I believe in, what you need to do this year if you want to win. Obviously, I'm going to learn more things as the years go by. Maybe I'll make this video next year. But if you can take a couple things from this, let's just remember one thing. If it all starts with your body, focus on building the body, it builds the mind. If you can build a strong mind and a good perspective, you can look at life in a different way. Understand that there's so much in the world for you to take and to have. You just can't see it yet. So your goal is to open up your eyes and start by doing hard shit every day, putting in the work, action, urgency. Do this consistently and you will win. And that's all it really comes down to. Action, action, action. Fuck the day. Do not let it fuck you. All right. That's today's video. Going to post another one tomorrow. Hope that helps. Anyone who needs anything, you know where to find me. Instagram's in the bio. Drop a comment. I'll always reply. But yeah, that's all for today. See you tomorrow.